Serial killers, psychopaths, sociopaths, or just a crazy excuse to kill? That's what we're going to find out today.
So, last episode you told me the story of Diane Downs, very creepy. But why she was a psychopath, sociopath, and not a psychopath?
Well, psychopaths are like cold masterminds, calm, calculated, and they are in control. And sociopaths, they are like more messy, impulsive, and emotional. Diane Downs was a perfect example of that.
Yes, also, sociopaths tend to form attachments, even toxic ones, while psychopaths really don't care.
Okay, so I kind of get it. She acted out of pure obsession with her boyfriend, making like chaotic decisions and not calmly planning everything.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, now let's move on to a shocking case, James Fallon. In 2005, he was studying brain scans of convicted psychopaths. That same afternoon, as part of another project, he also had a pile of brain scans from members of his own family. He goes through them quickly and everyone looks normal and nothing strange. But then he gets to the last one and it looks bad, like really bad. Same patterns as the worst psychopaths he'd ever studied. The twist? It was his own brain.
Wait, what?
Yeah. His scans show low activity in the frontal and temporal lobes, the same regions shut down in violent psychopaths. And it didn't stop there. A genetic test confirmed that he had several risky gene variants, like the MAOA gene, which has been linked to aggression and low empathy.
Okay, I have a question I'm sure most of our listeners are also asking. If he had the genes and the brain of a psychopath, why wasn't he a killer and why wasn't he violent?
Because of his childhood. Unlike most psychopaths with rough childhoods and really bad lives, Fallon grew up with a love and instability. He explains like this. Biology loads the gun, but the environment pulls the trigger. In his case, the gun was never fired.
Yeah. Today, Fallon calls himself a pro-social psychopath. He admits of being manipulative and detached, but turned it into science instead of crime. He even wrote The Psychopath Inside and gave a TEDx talk about it.
Crazy, right? Proves that not every psychopath becomes a serial killer. They just sometimes become the scientists studying them.
Wow, that's wild.
Yeah, and it's not even the start of it. There's so much things to learn about psychopaths. So if you want to learn about more, keep us tuned.
Bye!